Alright, what is up, guys? Welcome back to another new video. Today, guys, you're here at Drew's Plaza. It's a pretty cool theme park here in Roblox with a bunch of cool rides. Now, in this video, we're actually going to be starting our Drew's Plaza series on the channel by giving you guys a full tour here of Drew's Plaza in 2022. Now, we actually covered Drew's Plaza a few weeks ago on the channel, but it was just a POV of the Velociraptor. But now we're fully starting our Drew's Plaza series. So it's actually going to be a 2-day series, and today we're going to give you guys a full tour here of the park, and then after this we're going to give you guys a tour of the Paradise Hotel, which is actually the hotel here in the park. But yeah, a few things to know before we start. This is actually a pretty new park. This opened up September of last year, and you'll guys notice throughout the video there's a few rides that are closed. That are still under development, but unlike Arch Park, the owner of this park, which is Drew the theme park dude, he's still working on the rides, so he's still gonna get to complete all of those rides eventually, which is good. A few other things to note. In case I lag a lot, the reason why I might lag a lot is because I have my graphics all the way up and I'm on mobile, and this park sometimes can be kind of laggy with graphics all the way up on mobile. But yeah. Also, too, the reason why you guys don't hear any music or sound is because I have it disabled, so you guys can hear me perfectly well. Now, before we start, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, as well as subscribe and turn on post notifications. Haven't already, but yeah, let's get going. So you guys, right off the bat, we have the entrance here of Drew's Plaza, which kind of looks like the Disney's California Adventure entrance. You have the Drew's Plaza logo here, and then you got this parking lot here, which is cool. As well as you can see Soar, the B&M Invert. It's basically a Batman clone, but it's still a fun ride. These guys see, they actually have the Drew's Paradise Hotel, the hotel here, which we'll do a tour of actually after this video. You guys see, got a sign here that says new hotel now open. As actually, he recently did a revamp to the hotel a few weeks ago, which is pretty cool. And then you guys see, it says check out the Paradise Hotel, which is the name of the hotel. And then you guys see, it says Quest for the Lost Dragon now open. It was actually a ride that opened up more than a month ago, but it's a cool ride. You guys see, you got a ticket booth here, as well as you have some logos for some rides. You got Quest for the Lost Dragon. Like I just mentioned, the Duelist Park ride here, which opened up more than a month ago. It's a pretty cool dark ride. You also have the logo here for Velociraptor, of course, the RMC Raptor coaster, as well as a logo here for the park itself, as well as long lanes. Purchase Fast Lane today. That's actually basically like the Fast Pass right here. It also says RAPA December 2021 nominee for Best Hospitality. If you don't know what RAPA is, it's basically the Roblox theme park award show, which happens every year. Then you guys see another one of these Drew's Plaza logo pictures, as well as the Drew's coaster. It's actually one of the coasters, which is still hasn't opened up, and that's planned. I think it's actually opening up next month, if I'm correct. You also have a logo here for Pirates of the Caribbean, as Drew's planning on making Pirates of the Caribbean. And now the entrance inside the park, as you guys see, you got the Drew's home store, so let's go inside it. As you guys see, you got a bunch of merch here for Drew the theme park dude, as well as some more merch and all that, as well as a statue here of Drew himself, which is cool. Well, you got some park merch here, which is also nice. Making your way back out here, as you guys see, you got a statue himself again of Drew, which is also pretty cool. And over here we got the Drew's Plaza experience. This is sort of like the little Drew museum here, which is pretty cool. As you guys see, you got the ride vehicle here for the Velociraptor, as well as the ride vehicle here for the studio tours. Drew's actually planning on making a backlot studio tour. Here you guys see, you got the ride vehicle here for Quest for the Lost Dragon, as well as the ride vehicles here for Drew's coasters. You guys see, I think it's looks like it's going to be an Infinite Blitz. Of course, they made like the Velocicoaster and, what's it called? Maverick, a Cedar Plane. So it says, park information. What is new? Quest for the Lost Dragon, Velociraptor refurbished. It says, coming soon, Pirates of the Caribbean and Drew's coaster. So we're making our way outside the Drew's experience, which was pretty cool. As you guys see, you got this awesome castle here. This is basically like the icon of the park. As you guys know, like at Disney, you got the castle and Universal, the globe. This is basically the icon here with Drew's Plaza, this massive castle, which is pretty cool. And I'm moving on over here, as you guys can see, we got this little churro stand. Sadly, you can't get the churro, but the NBC does wave to you, which is cool. And as you guys see, this is not open yet, but this is going to be used as entrance for the Backlot Studio Tour when that opens up. It's going to be sort of like the USH Studio Tour, but a little bit different. But yeah, it should be cool. Guys, he says coming soon, Drew's Plaza Phase 2, so that should be cool. And then you guys see, got some pictures here on the wall. You got the Soar, got a picture here of Soar, as well as the Monster Store, as well as the, this was back before it was opened up, as well as Drew's Coaster, Universal Monsters, Maze, as well as Soar again, as well as the Backlot Studio. Actually, this was actually, you can't read it, but this was actually, when it was September 11th, Drew did a really nice memorial by doing this. So yeah, they still kept there, which is really nice. So guys, you got a view here of the Backlot backlot studios or vehicle, which is pretty cool. So continue on, we head into the Monsters Land, which is pretty cool. You guys see at the Monster Park store. Of course, the park is actually announced that it's closing on Sunday, but yeah, you still have a store here for it. As you guys can see, you have a statue here of Frankenstein and Bride of Frankenstein, which is pretty cool. And I think it was actually used to be in Monster Park, but they got rid of this store and moved it over here to Drew's Plaza. As you guys see, it's a pretty small store. We got some merch here. You got a little mummy seat here, which has a movie tape, as well as some more pictures here, which is all pretty cool. So yeah, pretty cool store. And then, as you guys can see, we have the entrance here to the Universal Monsters maze. That's just a pretty cool maze. I believe it's actually based off of the HHN 29 Universal Monsters maze, but yeah, it's pretty cool. Guys, see there, you got a picture of the Bride of Frankenstein, the Mummy, and the Creature from the Black Lagoon. And you guys can see we got some statues here, some classic monsters, such as Frankenstein, the Bride of Frankenstein, Dracula, and the Wolfman, which is all getting pretty cool. We'll have a POV of this up eventually, too. And over here, as you guys see, we have this ride here called the Monster Twister. And this is actually a flat ride here. It's basically sort of like the teacups, but not really. But yeah, it's a fun ride. Moving on, we actually head into this area named Jurassic Valley. It used to be called Jurassic Kingdom, but when USR announced they were changing Jurassic Park name to Jurassic Kingdom, Drew decided to change it to Jurassic Valley. But it's still pretty cool. So as you guys can see over here, we have the entrance here to Velociraptor. Of course, we did a POV of this a few weeks ago, but yeah, this recently got refurbished as well. But yeah, it's a really good RMC Raptor single rail coaster. But yeah, it's definitely one of the best rides here in the park. And as you guys can see, it says, warning, this attraction is a high-speed roller coaster that may not suit overall guests. Guys, you got another little trail stand. It says Dino Snack. Sadly, you can't get the food, but it would be cool. But yeah, pretty cool. Guys, you got some haddocks here, which is pretty cool. And now we entered the Drew's Space Camp. This is a little sort of space section, which would be pretty cool. Suppose you have another one of the trail stands. Sadly, and you can't get the trails. It says, a new mystical adventure opening in 2022. So yeah, Drew's going to be opening up a new land this year. I'm pretty sure it's going to be an Avengers land, because there's even an A2 by the rides over there, which I'll show you guys. But yeah. And then as you guys see, we got the Orbitron. I'm not sure, I forgot the type of flat ride is, but it's like this flat ride. It's like a really intense flat ride. It's probably one of the craziest rides you'll see in Roblox. It's really awesome. As you guys can see too, it says the most intense ride in Roblox. But yeah. And as you guys can see, we have the entrance here to the liftoff. This is, I believe, is an S&S drop tower. But yeah, it's still a pretty cool ride. It gives you a pretty cool view here at the park. But yeah, it's a good ride. And then as you guys see, this is actually going to be used. This is still not open yet, but this is going to be their coaster, which is still in their home. It's called Mission X. It's going to be an El Loco coaster. If you don't know what an El Loco is, it's a pretty rare coaster model found in only a few parks. There's one at Indiana Beach named Steel Hog, as well as I believe there's a Green Lantern one, as well as there's also one at the Adventure Dome in Las Vegas. But yeah, it should be cool when it opens up. As you guys see, it says coming in a future update. It says, warning, this attraction is another one of these. Yeah, you saw that earlier there for the Velociraptor. And as you guys see, it says Drew times Vernal Tech, which is actually Van Danke. He's Van Danke. He's actually a Roblox developer. He's the one who made this coaster, which is pretty cool. And then you guys got this pretty cool photo up here of this rover here for Mission X, which is cool. But yeah, it says Drew Space Camp. Drew started this camp to train this future of space cadets. But yeah, that's pretty much it here for Drew Space Camp. So moving on into our next line here, we enter into Drew. Oh yeah, you also can see we got this dinosaur bone here too, which is pretty cool. You got this little brush here. We enter into the SOAR area. This is the little sort of like airport area. So you guys see, this ride is new. I forgot what the name of this ride is. I'm not sure if it even has a name, but it's basically this flat ride in which you go in a plane and just spins you in circles. But it's still a cool ride. It says, thank you, Malachi, Starport Station 75, and Aiden Hood Dev. All of them are devs. All of them are cool devs here in Roblox. And you guys see here the entrance to SOAR. Now this is a B&M invert. It's a Batman clone, but it's still a fun ride. But as you guys see, again, one of the warning roller coaster attractions, and you got the exit here. And then moving on, as you guys see, you got the SOAR souvenirs. This actually uses the Santa's workshop during the Drew's Christmas event. I forgot though. But yeah, as you guys see, you got some merch here too, which is pretty cool. So moving on, that's pretty much it here for the right side of the park. We still have the left side of the park, and now we pretty much in for our full tour here of Drew's Plaza in 2022. So yeah, let's keep going down here. As you guys can see, we're passing in through the Universal Monsters Land. Guys, you see the back there of Drew's Plaza. I believe it's going to have like one of those impulse spikes you find on like a lot of the Intamin coasters. But yeah, that should be cool. And then as you guys can see, it says, got the Drew's home store. Got a picture here of the Backlot Studios, which looks really cool. Really excited for that. So it's another one of the Drew's Plaza logo pictures. And then, guys, we got the entrance here to Drew's Coaster. So like I mentioned, this again is under development. It says coming soon for Drew's Plaza Phase 2. But when it opens up, it's going to be an intimate blitz coaster, I believe. But yes, I actually got to ride this early. Drew opened it up for like early riders a while ago. And I gotta say, it's really awesome. So once it opens up, it's going to be really good. And now we enter to the last area here at Drew's Plaza, which is the Lost Kingdom section. This is actually like the medieval end. He always had this, but during the Christmas event, he completely updated this. This is when he announced the new ride over here, which I can get to in a second. As you guys see, we got the loyalty, and this is actually the VIP launch for VIP members. Guys, you got a picture here of the backlot studio tour, which is pretty cool. So it's opening this winter. I'll obviously never open up this winter. Actually, might do. She says VIP member there for Drew's Plaza, as well as you got another one of the Drew's Coaster picture, as well as the classic Monsters and Soar picture. So as you got Phase 2 launching in 2022, you got Drew's Coaster, Mission X, and the Backlot Studio Tour. All should be cool. And you got this pretty cool photo up here with Drew himself. And you guys see, you got some nice little tables here, as well as some more seats. But yeah, pretty small VIP lounge, but it's still cool. Continuing on over here, as you guys can see, we have Drew's Tailor Shop. This is a little like fancy clothing store. You can get some nice fancy clothing. You also got a deer head here too, which is cool. Actually, here we got our last one, which is the little Pirates Landing section. So when it opens up, this is going to be used for one thing, and that is Pirates of the Caribbean. So that's opening up. That's going to be opening up eventually. But yeah, it's going to be a recreation, I believe, of the Disney World Pirates of the Caribbean ride. But yeah, once it opens up, it should be pretty cool. And continuing on here in the Lost Kingdom section, as you guys can see, we have the wagon wheel. This is a really small Ferris wheel, but you see there's a lot of theme parks. You go in this like wagon, you go basically in a Ferris wheel. But yeah, it's a cool wagon. It's a cool Ferris wheel. And then the last thing here in Drew's Plaza is Quest for the Lost Dragon. Now, this is the newest ride here in Drew's Plaza. It opened up a little more than a month ago on January 29th, but it's actually a really awesome trackless dark ride. It's probably, I'd say maybe my second favorite dark ride. Nah, probably my third favorite dark ride on Roblox. It's a really good ride. But yeah, we'll have POV up, as well as Q walk through this up eventually. These guys see too, it says Rappa Award nominee for Best Upcoming Dark Ride. Sadly, this didn't win though, but yeah, this pretty much completes the full tour here of Drew's Plaza. Let me just get back to the castle, and then I'll basically just wrap up the video here in just a second. But yeah, anyways, alright, so that pretty much completes your full tour here of Drew's Plaza here in 2022. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this tour video, as well as I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. So goodbye, guys.